So, it's been a hot minute. Literally, I'm burning up right now. I know, I look like a nerd right now with my shirt all wrinkled up, but don't pay attention to that. Anyways, so yeah, I wanted to give you guys an update. A lot has happened since my last vlog. I feel like I haven't really sat down and really talked to you guys about my personal life. So today, I'm gonna kind of talk about my story. So I used to want to be a YouTuber. It's not really my dream right now. My priorities have changed. I stopped posting videos because life happened, and yeah, I started an internship because I graduated high school, obviously, and then I moved, and y'all, I prayed to be molded and shaped, and that's exactly what God did. It's been a crazy year and a half. So yeah, the one piece of advice that I got before starting was do not come into this with expectations. If you have any expectations, completely throw it out the door because it's probably not going to be what you expected. And I gotta say, that is very true. So yeah, I don't even know where to start. I'll just kind of explain why I didn't really post videos anymore. Obviously, it's like something you do when you want to work on yourself as a person and your relationship with God, obviously. So obviously, I was focused on that. But guys, I tried to vlog. I have video evidence. But y'all, I just didn't have the confidence. That's one thing about doing a church internship, at least for me, was God literally was exposing all of my insecurities that maybe I thought I had already given to him. Let me kind of talk about my anxiety, I guess. So yeah, I was in an apartment for the first time. At first I thought it would be cool, and then my anxiety just happened, and it was not a cool situation. However, I did get over my anxiety, so that was good. And that was the whole reason why I moved there. But yeah, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety. And then for instance, there was a person who spread rumors about me. That heightened my anxiety. I don't necessarily know how far it went or how many people they told the rumors to, but from what I know, there was a lot of rumors. And I don't know how far it went. I know that my leaders were, oh my gosh, y'all, my leaders were they reacted to all of it so well. They knew my character, and they knew that I wouldn't say those things or do whatever. And then my depression, oh, I haven't put my testimony on here, but just to kind of sum up my testimony, I used to be suicidal, and I used to have depression, and then God came in my room and basically saved me and set me free from suicidal thoughts. And don't get me wrong, if God sets you free from something, it doesn't mean you're good for the rest of your life. I mean, for some people it is, and that's amazing. I love that. But in the reality, a lot of people will have a moment every once in a blue moon. It's obviously not as bad as it used to be, so praise God. It's seasonal depression. So for instance, if I am alone. Also, I want to shout out to anyone who is in an apartment alone or a house alone and is going through it, because I know how you feel. If I was quarantined in my old apartment right now, I do not think that I would survive. I'm just kidding. I obviously would have survived, but if it wasn't for the neighborhood that I live in and my family being with me, I would be falling. So I just want to shout out to anyone who is alone right now during this quarantine. My heart goes out to you, and I am so sorry that you're having to go through this, because I know how hard it is. It's so hard to be alone. But anyways, just know that you're not alone and that Jesus is with you. If you need a hug, he will give you a hug. Just pour your heart out to him and he will come to you. He will give you joy. He will give you peace. Whatever you need in this season, he is there and he is ready to give it to you. But anyways, moving on. So there was a season where like everyone was kind of like out doing stuff, and like no one would ever like invite me to hang out outside of the internship, and we all like kind of lived in the same apartment, so it was like, what the heck, you know? Like, you guys know I'm alone, I don't have a license, I can't go anywhere, so even if I wanted to go on a date with myself, I couldn't go because I don't have a car. And you should not walk, girls, you should not walk by yourself. Like, I believe that the Lord will be with you or whatever, but don't chance it if you don't have to. Like, there were many times where I thought about just going out by myself and just walking around, but my mom scarred me for life, so I didn't do it. So who knows, my mom could have saved me from being kidnapped. But anyways, my roommate had a boyfriend, so she was out like doing stuff, like, but whenever she was home, she would like talk to me like until like sometimes like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Like, I don't even really know. So yeah, very thankful for my roommate. Another thing that God worked on me was my relationship with my mom. And I actually didn't want to move back home after the internship, and I wanted to go to BSSM. That was like my dream. To be a worship leader at Bethel has been like my dream. Like, that's just like the style of worship leading that I do. And like I never thought I was good enough to be a worship leader for Bethel until like people started telling me, Hannah, you need to go to Bethel, like, you belong there. And then so for people to just affirm that, it was like, oh my gosh, like, this could actually happen if I put my mind to it. So I was gonna go. Who knows? God could still call me. I wouldn't say no. But so long story short, I applied and then God said no. I didn't do my interview though. So like, it wasn't their fault. It was like, God was like, you're not going. Because then my mom watched the Lindsay Davis video. If you haven't watched that, watch it at your own risk, because that girl is very confused. However, she did have a lot of good points. I'm gonna leave that at that. But anyways, so yeah, God told me to go home, and I started bawling. I did not want to go home. I did not want to, like, because I felt like if I was home that I was being kind of restricted from my gift. I thought that I would be restricted as an adult. Long story short, God brought me back home, and I'm really glad that he did. But yeah, I ended up getting a really good job. I love my coworkers, y'all. I have the best boss. I'm kind of all over the place right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video with these 3 points. Do not question the season that God has you in. If God is calling you to do something, you need to obey. Even if it's something that you don't want to do, y'all, he has a reason for the season. Number 2, do not get caught up in trying to impress other people. Just be true to yourself. That's a huge reason why I went through the internship. And number 3, be thankful for where God has you. Be thankful for maybe the things that, you know, you want to change. Like, for instance, like, I wasn't happy with my family. I wanted to, like, you know, find a boy and start my own family and just move off, because I wasn't happy with where I was. and I didn't like being so far away from everyone. I felt like I didn't have as many opportunities as maybe some people in music because I live so far away. But now that I'm in this season, now that I'm back home, I know that that's not true. If you learn anything in this season of quarantine, let it be thankfulness. That's been a big theme for me this week, is just thankfulness. But anyways, so yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this video. Yeah. Love you guys.